Hey everybody, hope you're having a wonderful day today. My name is GoldCode and welcome back to my channel. Here we are for part 5 of the Doki Doki Literature Club walkthrough. We left off on where we're going to read off the second poem, which is right here. So let's just get right into it. Obviously, I'm going to choose Yuri first. I love Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Interesting. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. I wonder why she's surprised. Do you like it? Coach Silver, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That's interesting. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. My heart. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people will just laugh at me. No one will ever laugh at you. Ever. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a quilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread by some conscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my knife cutting was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I am merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, I feed myself again. Happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a quilty snack. Now this one's a little harder to understand. From what I could get off the poem, I think The raccoon represents something she longs for, something either she longs to be, which is weird to me, either she really enjoys caring for this raccoon, or she would like to be in the raccoon's place for someone to take care of her. Again, I'm not too sure, but that's what I could get from it. I wonder what it signifies. This was a really interesting poem. I never thought someone could write a poem about a raccoon. So, that's really weird. Now we just sit patiently waiting until this is over. Alright, we're finally back. We finally finished the poem. That took like 10-20 minutes. Alright, let's just continue. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Same, man. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. I like your other one. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. See that? Yeah. If I take it at a face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. I tried to read deeper into it, but as you guys heard, I couldn't understand too much of it. Well, I think it's something different than people can relate to in their own way. Definitely. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Coach Silver? I have plenty of things that are embarrassing about me that I won't share. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Let's go with Sayori. Ooh, I like this one, Coach Silver. You like all of them. And I think that's how it's gonna go. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather you just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Coach Silver. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Bittersweet. Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Coach Silver. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Alright, I hope this one doesn't take as long. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Each bottle is... Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off my bottle's caps. I don't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tiles between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends. My friends weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. All I hear is echo. Wait, okay. So at first, she makes something that is meant to make her friends happy, but once they come to retrieve it, it fails and then they're sad, and so she drowns them out. Is that basically the story of the poem? The symbolism behind it is where I'm having a little trouble understanding. So I like when she says, right here, my collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. I like that. It's like she's always there for her friends. She has something in store for them always, just in case they're down. Now the ending is where I'm just like, did you really have to end it that way? And I really don't get it. Okay, so now that we're done with this poem, I'm gonna pause it again until the next poem comes. Hopefully it doesn't take as long. Alright, we're back, and here's where we left off. This is right after the poem. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Yeah, I liked it better than the last one too. Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this one is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. I want not Monica, but like, I'd rather be pissed before and then happy, so I'm gonna go with Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Typical. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Oh, well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it. Anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Yeah. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. I hate you. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Just a little. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh? You think so? I remember Sayori's poem. Should I? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ouch! Oh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. That's because you're never gonna have a boyfriend, honey. Too far. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I hate being so critical of Natsuki before, but out of all of them, I kind of like this poem so far. It outlines what prejudice is. No matter how many things you can find in someone that you actually like, most people focus on a negative aspect of them, and they just decide not to like them or not to associate themselves with them just because of that one thing. And I really like how she pointed out. She is putting herself in that place for people to see how stupid it is not to like someone over one thing when they're a really good person overall. Especially when she says it. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross, the world is better off without spider lovers. That is just perfect outline of what prejudice is and how stupid it is for someone to hold it against someone else. Any, like, minority group has a certain stereotype that other groups just associate and attack that minority with. So her outlining this in this way, perfect, dude. I really like this poem, and I really feel crappy for, you know, trash talking Natsuki in the previous video. This might be my favorite poem up to date. Not bad, right? Yeah, I finally figured out how to skip that. I feel so dumb. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's, but much better. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. You don't. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. Yeah. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Yes. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks, That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out. They'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Yeah, but I liked hers more. Yuri's bae, but I liked hers more. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. That's rude. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. If that's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Monica is the only one left, so let's go. Hi again, Coach Silver. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Coach Silver. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. I like it too. That way. That's why we probably had different, understandings of what her poem meant. But then again, that's poetry. You get something else that someone else wouldn't have ever understood. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like this one. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like a plain chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Whoa, 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 whoa. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. So save me, load me. That kind of like gaming terms. Is she saying that video games are worthless? Is that what it is about? Is she trashing video games? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of the thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Definitely. I liked how she played with it too. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. Okay, I can see that. But I still think you're trashing video games. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, so we're gonna be ending it here, and be sure to check out the next episode for tomorrow. Anyway, see you guys later.